eFrontier, free 10-day access. Okay, uh-oh. Operating revenue. Technically positive, baby. Whoa! Oh boy. We're not done yet. Oh boy. Pearl Abyss's quarter 1 2025 earnings presentation. Lock the fuck in, boys. I can't make it dark, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so now let's see how much money we've won. We've definitely made money, surely. Q1 2025 overview, operating performance, revenue breakdown, operating expenses highlight. Okay, here we go. Operating revenue down from Q4, but still the third highest in the history, or at least the third highest in the last year or so. So doing okay on operating revenue. Live service, Black Desert PC, a new Dreamhorse Voltarion and Ataraxian Arzekia. Console, a Dreamhorse convenience. Dude, this is a quarterly earnings report for the investors. You want to put the most important stuff that you have released for that particular thing on there to make yourself look as good as possible to your investors, all right, to your shareholders, okay? And all they have for console is a Dreamhorse convenience improvement. That's it. That's all console got in the first quarter of 2025. That's cooked. Mobile got Nightmare Tashira and Nightmare Serene Forest. I think that's a new class. Might be Sork, I don't know. EVE Online, additional updates for Revenant. And they got the 2025 roadmap. New IP, Crimson Desert, GDC Media Hands-On, London, and Benelux. Okay. EVE Frontier, free 10-day access. Okay, uh-oh. Operating revenue. Technically positive, baby. Whoa! Technically not a loss. This is a loss for sure. Whoa. 1%. Oh, net profit. 1%. Operating loss. So they definitely operated at a loss. No question. Minus 6%. Oh my God. Year to year, minus 96%. Quarter to quarter, minus 98.9%. Holy shit. Bro, this is not it. Guys, remember, here's Q1 of 2024. 9.1. Okay. All right, that's Q2. I'm sorry. Q2. Q1 was 12.8. Okay, in Q1 of last year. All right, same time last year. This year, cooked. Look at the decline. Look at the decline. Q4 did really well. They released a bunch of stuff. The ball went well. And look at the fucking drop-off in the player retention. Is insane. Absolutely nuts. And I said this. Oh, Lordy, I said this. I said the ball is only going to buy you a little bit of time before players just like give up again. It bought them some good faith, but they just didn't deliver. They just didn't deliver on anything. All right, revenue breakdown. Game and others. I don't know what the hell. Okay, yeah, so they spent it all on the game. Makes sense. Revenue by region. Okay. NAEU, 60% basically of their revenue. We make up 58%. That's the most in history, or most in the last year. 58%. Asia makes up 22%, and Korea only makes up 20% of their current revenue. You would think that the regions making up 58% of their fucking revenue would be the ones that they would listen to. Is literally insane. The fact that we are 60% of your overall fucking money is actually nuts, bro. Holy moly. Operating expenses. Uh-oh. Quarter to quarter is negative. Year to year is 4.8% positive. I don't know how to read this, I'll be honest. 100% of revenue, 106.3%. So that means they operated at a loss, right? Yep, that's exactly what that means. That means they operated at a loss. Okay, so I'm reading it correctly. 106.3%, and then you come up here, it went down by 6.3%, right? That's what this is showing right here, is the fact that they operated at a loss here. So again, percent of the revenue. We actually spent more on operating costs than we actually made. Number of employees. They hired people? We hired 30 new people? Hoggers? Development. We got new devs? Wait, actual pog. Wait, we lost devs? Wait, devs got fired. Wait, hold up. Let's go back. Wait. Okay. 786 employees on the dev team Q1 2024. Then it declines to 759 in Q2. That's when we got the node war changes. Up to 771. They were like, we should hire more of these people. Then they fired like fucking 40 people. And then they hired a bunch more people again. So, yep. New devs. Got some new devs. Poggers. Business staff. Basically the same as it was last year. Within 10 employees of last year. Let's see. Black Desert live service. PC. Golden Pig Cave with Land of the Morning Light. Enhancement update for Siege War. Heidelball. Enhancement update for Siege War? Fuck, that is so disingenuous. Holy fuck, they're just lying to their fucking investors. We increased the damage that the gate can take. Enhancement. Shut the fuck up. You literally increased the fucking HP of the gate and then changed the length of the fucking siege to only be 2 hours even if both gates go down. That is all you have done all year. You absolute dipshits. That's bullshit, bro. And then the Heidelball, they are literally saying the Heidelball is coming. They're like, the Heidelball is coming up. That counts as something that we've done. Console, PS5 and Xbox XIS launch on June 26th. So you did nothing. So you did nothing the whole quarter for console. And you're not going to do anything the whole second quarter for console either. They're getting one update on June 26th. Oh, Lordy, I hope that doesn't get delayed. That's crazy. Mobile got a Rabam skill and Ataraxine's Valim Kaya around the corner. This is a look ahead to Q2. Of course. Of course. But again, all that happened in Q1 for console was they got a Dreamhorse convenience update. In Q2, console is getting nothing. But by the way, they don't even have Deadeye, I don't think. They're not getting anything until June 26th. My guess is that they're holding off until the PS5 XIS launch, like dropping the old gen, and then they're gonna dump a bunch of stuff on console. That's the copium right there. So they're holding off on like console updates till they get that done. Bro, that girl, Jesus, the legs are crazy. Eve, new expansion pack, Legion, user event, Eve, FanFest 2025. I can't wait. I can't wait to see their growth stages. Oh boy. What up, Sniping? How you doing, buddy? Growth strategy. Existing IP expansion. Eve Frontier marketing. All right. New IP Crimson Desert PAX East in May. Global game show in June. Okay, so we're getting another hopefully the Crimson Desert like marketing actually starts in June at the Global Game Show. We should get more footage on that. I'm gonna be all over that shit, guys. All over it. Appendix. Current assets 453,000. I'm sorry, 453,262 million Korean won. Because it's in million Korean won. So there's a lot of money. A lot of money. I'm not going to bore you with all of these total liabilities. Just post a picture of a shy. I took an accounting class in college. I understand some of these words. do you mean still no BDO in the growth strategy? Wait, true. Wait, true. Wait, true. Where's BDO in the growth strategy, bro? Wait, what? Eve is in your growth strategy, but BDO didn't make it in? We're cooked, guys. We're so fucking cooked. We're so cooked. I'm gonna be honest. We are absolutely cooked. They're just giving up. That's insane. I'm so glad you guys caught that. I'm so glad you guys caught that. Official decline. They want us to roll over to Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert isn't going to be an MMO yet. It's going to release as a single player RPG, and then it's going to transition into something that where you can play other players online and do things together. Well, Blue, isn't that an MMO? No, it's important that we don't say that so that people don't stop investing in Black Desert. Yeah. You can't call it an MMO, though. Can't do that. But it will release as a solo player RPG, but they said they're transitioning it into what is essentially an MMO. They said it's going to be Grand Theft Auto, but for fantasy, which would be, by the way, the coolest game ever. That would be so sick. Online co-op. Yep, that's what they hit. That's what they alluded to. They said not just co-op. Again, they said Grand Theft Auto was like what they were relating it to, which means you're going to be able to walk around in the world with other people. Right? We can have an RP server. We can have an RP server. I think Crimson Desert should release around the same time as Chrono Odyssey. I'm going to be covering both of those games super hard. We're going to be in on both those games like super hard. Yeah, so that's the end of it, guys. Remember to like the video. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that sub button. Appreciate all your support, guys. Catch you in the next one. Holy moly, bro.